1988 Pontiac Fiero. Now obviously these cars weren't available on the UK market. You'll notice it's UK registered. This one shows as being registered in the UK 1st of October 1988. So it looks like it's been here from new. And most importantly, it has had £5,000 worth of steering wheel relocation, if you like. It's been converted to right-hand drive. It's been a really nice job. I've had quite a lot of American cars that have been converted across in over the years here. Bad ones are really obvious. This one's been done really, really well. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork, then we'll do the interior, then we'll get it fired up. If you check the description, we'll detail everything about that conversion, everything we know about the car. Looking around it, it's obviously been well cared for, but we'll detail all of that in there. Obviously not any rust issues to look for with it being a composite car, so it's not fiberglass in the same way that your Corvette might be. They are composite, so closer to plastic than fiberglass. But we'll start on this front driver's quarter. It's lovely and straight across that wing. If we look down this side, you can see it's nice and straight all the way down there. There's no ripples or dents, so it's not full of filler or anything like that. Lovely and clean inside that front arch. It's on these nice two-tone wheels, black centres with the polished lips. It's really nice and clean, those things. Plenty of tread left on the tyres. Nice and tidy coming down this side. We've got a couple of very small stone chips down the bottom of the door there. Really nice deep red colour as well. Have a look along the sill from there as well. You can see that's all nice and clean. Tidy underneath as well. Continuing our way down this side. All the glass nice and clear. It's got a little bit of a mark sort of running up here on this sort of tinted section of the rear glass panel. I'm not too sure what's caused that. It is there though. And it is the GT model. Nice and clean on that rear quarter panel. This black trim body line going all the way along is smooth and clean as well. Inside there, nice and tidy all the way around. Another good wheel and tyre. Have another look back up that side from here. Again, fiberglass plastic cars, they can be quite wavy. They're quite difficult to paint. Whoever's done this one's done a very nice job. Coming round on the back, and you've got this large one-piece tail light thing. Really nice and clean all the way along. Quite often these get dried out and cracked. Your Pontiac logo in the middle and then your brakes and your indicators on the left and right. Fog lights down the bottom. And we've got 4 stainless steel pipes, really nice and clean. Lower half of that bumper's all good. There's no marks, apart with the exception of one tiny little chip there. Top of the spoiler, all nice and tidy. And then the deck lid, all good as well. Around those louvres, nice and clean. That rear glass is clear as well. Underneath the spoiler, nice and tight. That's obviously not been used to lift the lid up and down. Coming around on the passenger side, lovely and straight down this side as well. All tidy around this section. One small little scratch at the bottom of the bumper there. The arch itself, clean all the way around. There's no sign of any stone chips stuck in there or anything like that. Another good wheel and tyre. I would say the wheels have been done recently, just because of how clean they are. Nice and clean around the glass on this side, and it's got the same little mark down this side as well. Nice thing with American cars is, although you've got to go to the States, you can get just about any part for anything. They're really, really good with that. Onto the roof. Again, nice and tidy. We're being really picky. There's a tiny little dent just there. You might just see it if we move the camera in the right angle. The glass on this side, all clean and straight, as is the windscreen, especially down the bottom where you'd think it was starting to fail, but that's all good. Nothing to whinge about along on the passenger door. And along that sill, we'll pop the camera underneath there so you can have a good look. And then on the front wing, again, nice and tidy. Another good wheel and tyre. Inside of the arch is all nice and clean. Round onto the front. 1 or 2 minor stone chips on the lights there. A couple more on the bumper, but very minor. Doesn't spoil the car. Nice and clean on the bottom of that bumper. And the bonnet itself is all nice and straight. So overall, very well presented. I've seen a few of these things, and they're not often this nice. Particularly nice example, this one. Obviously been very well cared for. Door card on the driver's side, nice and clean and tidy. Even that's still nice and tight. Normally they can be quite slack. That one's all good. Door shut is nice and tidy. You've got your fly-off Jaguar style handbrake as well. Boot release button works on as it should. Bonnet releases on the other side. Lovely and clean on that seat there. It does look a bit worn on the camera, but it is just the way the material, you can see if you manipulate it back and forward, it is nice and clean. No funny smells in here. The headlining's lovely and tidy. All the plastic trim, nice and neat. It's on 110,000 miles, this one. If you check the description, we'll detail what we know about service history. All the dials are nice and clean. The steering wheel is lovely. Coming around the back. Nice and clean in the boot there. Really deep boot as well. You get quite a lot in there. And then you've got that V6 Pontiac engine. Nice and clean in there. It's been parked here a little while. Not dropping any fluid on the floor. We'll get that started up in a second so we can have a good listen to it. Into the passenger side, same story as this side. Lovely and clean on the door card. Pop the front while we're there. Got this handy little map holder here. Again, that's nice and tidy, as is the top of the dash. And then the passenger seat, really no signs of any wear. Very, very good inside. You'd be more than happy to roll this thing up to a show. And then into the front, you've still got the jack, spare wheel, everything there as it should. That spare wheel looks like it's never been on the car at all. Looks like the correct original one as well. Lovely and clean in there. Underside of the boot bonnet, nice and tidy. All good around there. We'll drop that back down so when we start it, we can try the lights. Excuse the dodgy camera work. It's probably a bit difficult to do with one hand. Just push that back into place so we can do the headlights. There we go. And then to start it up, we need to foot on the clutch. So we're going to have to clamber in. As you can hear, starts on the button. Lovely and smooth. Nice little burble coming out of those exhaust pipes. So we'll drop that down. Only warning light is one for the door being open. It says ajar, which is quite a nice touch. Rather than saying open, I quite like that. And then headlights. If we can find the right button. There we go. Coming up, staying up nice and even. No sagging. Exactly where you need them to be. Just what you want. So there you go. Pontiac Fiero V6 GT converted to right-hand drive. Any more questions, please get in touch. If you check the description, we'll detail everything we know about the car. Any more questions, just let us know. Thank you.